Hey folks, how are you? I hope everyone is good and your preparations are also going good. So let's start with today's questions. So the first question is the question from last session, which key is representing relationship between tables? So whoever has given the answer, all are given the correct answer. The answer for this is foreign key. So what is foreign key? Foreign key is the those value of table or those key which is not a key in current table but which is key in some other table. Those key is known as foreign key. For example, there is a table, let's say student table, and there is table, let's say city table. So in student table we have roll number, name, address, and city and pin code. And in city table we have pin code and city name. So in student table the key will be roll number or roll number and name, and this pin code is not key here, but this pin code is key in the city table. So that's what we can connect these two tables. So pin code will act as a foreign key because this pin code will connect student table with city table, and it is a primary key in city table. I hope it is clear. Now what is primary key? Primary key is the value which is unique and not null and uniquely identifies one record is primary key. What is secondary key and what is super key? Super key is the what is super key? Super key is set of attributes which uniquely determines a record or a tuple is super key. And what is secondary key? So we know there are three types of key: super key, candidate key, primary key. So super key we know like set of attributes, super key can be more than one. And what is candidate key? Candidate key is subset of super key. And what is primary key? One candidate key is being selected as a primary key which is unique and not null and which uniquely identifies one record. So whatever remaining candidate key can be considered as secondary key. I hope it is clear. If it is not clear, let me know. We will have more question on these in coming days, don't worry. Next is a communication processor that connects this similar network by providing the translation from one set of protocol to another is the correct answer for this is gateway. See, router also connects two network, but router connects two network having same protocol. But whenever we are talking about connecting two network with dissimilar protocol, the answer is gateway. So gateway router works at which layer? Layer 3 network layer, and bridge layer 2 data link layer, and gateway works on all 7 layer. So I hope it is clear. Next is what is the output of below code snippet? Okay, we have main function a is equal to 10. If a is less than 10, no, it will a is not less than 10, so it will go to else part. I value is moving to C out. But where we have defined this I? Nowhere, so it will give compilation error because we have not defined I here. Okay, next is which SQL command used to avoid the selection of duplicate row? The correct answer for this is distinct. So what is syntax? Select distinct, then column name from table name where whatever the condition we have. See, unique can also be used here. Here we have given unique also, distinct also, but unique is very specific to Oracle database, and here we are trying to we are asking a very like generalized term for SQL. So unique is very old and it is can be used in Oracle but not in SQL Server or other database. That's why the more appropriate answer here is distinct. Next is Which of the following attribute provides an alternate text for an image if user can't able to view it in HTML? Very simple question. Answer is alt. So what is syntax for this? Image img src is equal to whatever the image you have. Let's say image1.jpg. Then alt is equal to whatever text you want to give, image name and comma. This is the syntax here. Height, width you can give here. So question comes from HTML also. It is advised to take a look of all the tags of HTML like h1, h2, h3, h4, which is having highest heading, width and all those tags. Just take a quick look. It is not very tough. Next is, how can we initialize an array in C language? This is a very simple question. How we have to int array 1020? No. How we initialize? Int, then array, whatever name is, then in this bracket we have to give subscript, size of array, and if you are initializing the value, it will come to curly braces. So which is correct answer? Option C is correct answer. Int array, subscript is 2 and the value we are initializing in curly braces. Next is, any 5 is greater than 8, 6 is greater than 3, 3 is greater than 1. What will the output of this code? So what does this any function does? What any function will do, it will evaluate the values present inside the braces, and if any of the value is true, the result will be true. If all will be the false, the result will be false. So let's evaluate. If 5 is greater than 8, no, it is false. If 6 is greater than 3, yeah, it is true. Whether 3 is greater than 1, it's true. Since we have at least any one of the function is true, the result will be true. So the output will be true. I hope it is clear. Which of the following is related to big data technology? What is this big data technology? I hope you must have heard about big data. So we have basically 2 or 3 types of data bases. One is structured data, one is unstructured data, and one is semi-structured data. So big data is all about unstructured data, because the traditional or legacy data processing tools is not be able to process those data where we use big data technology. So NoSQL database is also related to big data. Hadoop, Spark, all are big data technology. So the answer is all of the above. So like this is a very simple question. They are not asking anything deep from big data, just a little bit terminology you should know. That's it. So whatever new things we are listening nowadays, at least have a basic idea about those. Okay, now next is from shell scripting. What will the output of below shell script if user press 3? Okay, so bash echo press any numeric value. So here they are telling user will press 3. 3 will be pressed, read value. So what does this do? Whatever the user will give input here, those value will be stored in this variable value. Now for I is equal to 0, I is less than dollar value. What is this dollar value? So whenever whatever user input has given in this value, the processing will be with dollar sign along with the variable. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than dollar value. What is value? 3, because user has given 3, I plus plus. Do echo away done. So first time it will print away here. Now I value will be 1. Initially it was 0. I's value is 1. 1 is less than 3. Correct. Again above will be printed. Now I's value is 2. Now 2 is also less than 3. Again above will be printed. Now I value is 3. Now 3 is not less than 3. This condition will be false. It will come out of this echo and done and exit. So above will be printed 3 times. So correct answer is option A. Shell scripting is syllabus in SEBI grade A. That's why I have given here. Also it can come in RRB, IT and other IT exam also. Next is, when does method overloading is determined? So there's two things, method overloading and method overriding. So method overloading is determined at compile time and method overriding is determined at runtime. So now it's your task to study about method overloading and method overriding. Next is again output from C program. Int I is equal to 2 printf %d %d++i++i. So this, what is this? This is pre-incremental. So firstly i's value will be incremented and then this printf value will be executed. So firstly ++i means i's value will become 3 here, and then again ++i means I value will become 4 here. Once the I value will be increased, then this printf will be executed. So now this I value will be printed. So it will be 4 and 4 will be printed. So I hope it is clear. Next is a polymorphic virus. What is a polymorphic virus? Let's see the option. Option A, modifies its program code each time it attaches itself to another program or file. Yeah, this is correct answer. This is only polymorphic virus. Polymorphic virus is modify its code each time it attaches itself to another program or file. Let's see other options also. Option B is a malicious logic program that copies itself repeatedly in memory or on disk drive until no memory or disk space remain. So what is this? This is worm. Next is a malicious logic program that hides within or looks like legitimate program. This is Trojan. And option D is infects a program file but still reports the size and creation date of the original uninfected program. So this is stealth virus. So these are different virus. See, watching video is very important because see, I will share this PDF in my channel with correct answer marked and you can read those, but that will not help because in that you will not have discussion of these options. So watching video will give an extra advantage because many a time what happened is question doesn't come directly from question from this video, rather whatever I have explained for other options, from there few question has come. Okay, let's go to next question. What is the condition of page fault in operating system? So what is page fault? When the page is not present in memory, that is known as page fault. So let's see the option. The page is corrected by no. The page is in main memory, no. The page is not in main memory. So this is correct answer. The page is not main memory, that is known as page fault. Next is what is not a characteristics of data warehouse? So it is asking for not characteristics. Okay, so database warehouse is subject oriented. Yes, correct. Integrated, very correct. Non-volatile, yes. Object oriented. This is not characteristic of data warehouse. Data warehouse is always subject oriented and not object oriented. Next, what will be the output of below Python slicing statement? Okay, this is from slicing. List 1, they have given a list, print list 1 1 to 5. Okay, so we need to know how the indexing work here. So in positive indexing, in list, index starts from 0. So it is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6. And in slicing, it is asking 1, means we have to start from 1, from this. And colon 5 means till which point we have to go. So this 5 means we have to go 5 minus 1 means till 4. So it is asking me to give the value starting from index 1 till index 4. So what will the answer? 70, 30, 20, 90. Let's see which is correct answer here. Yeah, this one, option C, 70, 30, 20, 90. I hope it is clear. We will do many questions for slicing, many types of slicing, negative index, positive index in coming days. Next is, which of the following is the code of acceptable behaviors user should follow while on the internet? This is known as netiquette. Next is the process which runs continuously in background without taking users input in a Unix operating system is known as, this process is known as daemon process. I hope you are studying an operating system and you know these things. Next two questions are also from there only. The child process that remains running even after its parent process is terminated is known as, this process is known as orphan process. Next is the process which has completed its task but still its entry is present in process table. This is known as zombie process. And last question for the day is, which of the following is the time between a command request and the beginning of response? We know this is response time. Now let me know in comment section what is throughput. Give some definition of throughput, and also this question is for you. I will start discussion for next session from this question itself. Kerberos uses which cryptographic technique for authentication? So you have to study about Kerberos and about cryptographic technique it is using. So that's all for this video. I will share this PDF on my Telegram channel, and the link of Telegram channel is present in description box. I will mark the answer and then I will share this PDF. So if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. We will come up next day with another set of question. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Keep learning.